Hi, we're just here walking around the Delhi Fair today. It's just been an awesome trip, so many fantastic products, and we'll take you in a couple of stores and just show you what you can get. But guys, you've got to get on this trip. The people here dealing with China, dealing with India is just absolutely so different. The people are so polite, so lovely to deal with, and it is busy but not crowded like Canton. Those of you who've been at Canton, you'll appreciate that you can hardly walk when you see us walking around here. They're busy, but they've got time for you and you don't get trampled with people chasing you. So we'll go inside this one and we'll just have a look what we can get. You right? Here's Kevin doing some chatting up with all the suppliers as we go around. We'll just go over here and have a look at these beautiful wood products that are available. Now here, like, we've got just a complete range of like chessboards that open and secret drawers. There's all sorts of domino boards and little secret boxes. So many different things here that without spending a fortune, they're small and they're probably quite easy and light to ship. So they would be a great starter product for somebody if you guys do your research first. So we'll just keep walking around and I'll show you the globes, because these globes he's got spectacular here.
I'll follow you.
You follow me? Yeah, this is just one array of these globes, and they look super expensive, but I've spoken to the gentleman and they are very well priced. I mean, these are just stunning. I think that's just beautiful. And it actually spins really easily. Very smooth.
And you're saying there's demand for globes?
Yeah, it's quite a good niche. There's quite a lot of demand in those. There's another whole shelf here of them. And then there's also all the little binoculars. These are very nice, something different, and everything here is just such high quality. The difference between this, I think, and what you find in China is just amazing. We haven't sort of seen very poor quality things as yet at all. So we'll just keep walking on to the next store and show you quickly what else we've got.
So this is the permanent mart section, right?
That's right, yeah. So there's one section that's quite large. I'd say probably a couple of thousand stalls in here, at least. And it's here all year round, so you can come and visit suppliers and actually see, instead of going to their factory, see what they have. And we'll just go and look at a couple of home decors. There's one, we'll just spin around as we get to the door here and show you what's in here. There's quite a lot of buyers at the moment doing buying, so they're quite busy people on the floor looking at things, but we can just quickly see in here all the different things. There's some beautiful larger vases that are a bit different, oversized, but there's a lot of home products in here that you could choose from. And then we'll just slip over to this one over here, give you an idea what's in here. Once again, there's always buyers buying in there, so it is quite a busy sort of show. And we'll just quickly walk around this one, and they've got all the different cheese knives and sets, and they're all different. Like, you've got different handles, different colour schemes. So there's so much more you can see. Whoops. I don't know what that is.
So this is brass, right?
Yeah, it's brass, but I don't know what. It must be like an Indian serving dish, I think, that one. Oops, hang on, I'll have to do a U-E. I'm twisted.
These are pretty with all the different...
Yeah, they are. They're lovely, yeah. So, and there's lovely cake platters down the bottom, and they would all be, even though they look large, most of those would be able to be compact down into only the width of it, so it would only end up being 3 inches high. So all these things are quite good for Amazon. I think
Robin Cousins is watching.
Oh, I think this is absolutely gorgeous. It's just, and it looks heavy, but it's not. And it's something different. But I don't know if the demand's there. I'm doing the naughty. I love it, and I shouldn't be doing that. But I just think that's really cute. But there's so many other things here. All the different salad servers, cutlery sets, cheese knives, so many different things. These ones are stunning. I just think the handles on those, you don't see those in many places. I just think they're lovely. And it's just more and more different designs that you're just spoilt for choice with what you can choose from here.
It's not available now.
There's definitely demand for these kinds of
Yeah,
products.
these products, yeah, like the salad servers, you know, and all these sorts of things. And they're a good starter product. For those of you looking for something to start with, it's a good place to start. It's not large to ship, and it's quite simple. So those things are probably better than starting off on something really different. And then we've got...
What kinds of keywords would you use for these? And just salad?
Well, you could use salad servers. They could be a gift. You could use some of those. Could be pasta. It's not just salad. It could be any sort of pasta dish. So there's, you know, and I think salad servers is reasonable on Amazon. But once again, you need to look at the style you choose, because some of these are a little bit different. So you don't want to have something that's too unusual, because it might not fit in everyone's decor. Then we've got a lot of brass and copper, and the different fruit stands, and all these things are usually able to be taken down to be smaller. They usually are made so that they are not solid. We've spoken to a lot of manufacturers who realise that Amazon can't take just the tall products, so they're making them that these will screw out and that'll drop down and be able to be packaged a lot smaller. And then we've got things like cake stands with the lids. The only problem I would have with that is the size of it, because obviously you can't compact that dome. So even though they're nice, they're a little bit hard to compact. Some really nice bathroom accessories here. These are very different, I think, and they're made actually out of stainless steel. So they're quite unusual shapes. So I think that's something a little bit different for a bathroom, and the shapes are just so cute.
And the finishing and all is
Finishing's
really
beautiful,
good,
yeah, no, they're beautiful. Yeah, I haven't seen too many poor quality goods here at all. Most of the things we see here are just really, really good quality. So we'll head up another aisle. We'll just keep walking until we find something else in a different niche, so we can show you some other things. We're leaving Kevin behind. He'll get lost. Kevin will be looking for us in 5 minutes. So we'll just, as we go along, we'll just sort of send, these are all more the incense type of thing. There's so many different stalls here as you walk along. We've just passed one that's just woven cushions and couches and things. They're really quite just some different things that you can get. The next one we're walking past is more Christmas decoration type things and home decor. There's so many choices in there. Hello, how are you?
She's been coming for 2-3 days. Yesterday also she came. We're actually doing a Facebook Live video just to show people what kind of products are available.
Now there's some beautiful bowls here, and a lot of the people on the trip have taken a liking to these. So, and there's so many beautiful designs to choose from.
Card?
You've got a card? Yeah, Kevin can do that. Thank you. Now over here we've got handbags and leather goods. So there's some really nice leather handbags in there, leather wallets. So there's a lot of those to choose from. We've got some stuffed animals, which I love. I could take some of these home with me. I would love those in my home. They're just so cute, but obviously quite expensive to have into Amazon. We've got lighting over here. There's a lot of lighting. Probably wouldn't do the lighting because it's electrical and could be just a little bit too tricky. Then you've got, what have we got next? We've got just some more handicrafts type of things. Some of these things I would say probably are not ideal because they've got too much of the Indian influence, and that's the things that we've got to be careful when we're searching, that we don't go too much. We've got another beautiful home decor shop here. There are just rows of these home decor things, so if you can't find something here, I don't think you'll ever find anything. There are just so many products.
So that's the Mart area.
Yeah, that's the Mart.
Do you want to go inside one of the halls?
Yeah, we'll go inside one of the halls. So we'll go... So if we go along here and go into one of the other halls, hey, we'll go up into the one on the right. And there's more home decor, different vases and water there. We'll keep walking through. But as you can see, it's not really crowded. All of you who've been to Canton know what I'm saying. Instead of having hundreds of people pushing you along, and we're not being chased by suppliers. Yeah, we'll go into hall one, yeah. We'll go into this one. and so it's a lot more pleasant to walk around. And we've actually found a lot of people from Australia just walking around today and yesterday. It's been really great. And we're just going to walk into one of our little crew here doing a deal. She's just doing her spiel. She's found a product.
And there's also rust finish. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Found a product.
We're doing a live Facebook.
I am, and I'm here at my favourite section, which I love outdoor plants. So this lovely gentleman is taking me through how they're made and how they're finished and what they can offer me as a store. So yeah, it's pretty exciting.
What do you think of the show so far overall?
I think it's pretty incredible because the standard workmanship here is just...
Here's another one.
You should stand close to them because you have the mic.
Oh yeah, they can't hear. Sorry.
The standard of workmanship is just outstanding, and you can't just walk past. You have to stop and look into every shop because it's just incredible. So we're having a ball. There's lots to see. And I also want to say that this is the best organised tour we've ever been. It's absolutely fabulous.
10 out of 10.
No, just the experiences that we've had have been amazing.
Excellent. Yeah, same. The quality is excellent. The supplies are really helpful. People really want to help you and answer your questions. And yeah, there's an abundance of stuff to find. So yeah, it's been really good.
Just warm. Yeah, it's a really warm thing.
So we're just walking up and down the aisle, chatting, showing them. They'll have to come next time to come and see the rest.
Yeah.
We're giving them a snippet.
Lovely.
Alrighty, see you at lunch. Bye. So we'll go into, what do you reckon? We'll go into number one. What's in here? Okay, so you can see now that down there is the buyer's lounge, and we are the most privileged people on the whole Delhi Fair. We have a VIP room just for us, so the 40 of us can go in there anytime during the day and have a coffee, rest our feet, or water, and it's just so privileged to have even that. Not many people on the Delhi sourcing trips get that sort of thing. Also, while we're walking through, I'll just tell you, we have eaten out at the most exquisite restaurants every night. We've been on the 26th floor, I think it was, of a beautiful hotel the other day. We've just got to get checked into here. So yeah, guys, we haven't stopped. We've been going from 8 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock every night. So it's just been absolutely wonderful. Oh yeah, we've got more globes and marine. There's, this one's obviously got some more marine type of theme things as well here. There's lamps. What have we got over here? We've got lighting. Here's some really interesting things here, which are like the storage racks. They'd be great, especially in America in like the snow where people have wet rooms, so you could have these up on their walls. So I think this would be something that you could look at as well as in a bathroom. It'd give you an alternative to use it around in different parts of the home. So, and there's just so many beautiful things. Look at this clothes rack. What a stunning clothes rack. And you can wheel it. I love it. Isn't that beautiful?
Is that Amazonable, do you think?
No, I'd say, well, it'd probably pack down, but I think it would be able to pack down. It would still be oversized, but you would get it down into probably a flat pack, I think. And that's the thing here, a lot of the stores are getting into flat pack, so they're learning that we need, and the whole world is going into the e-commerce sort of selling. So a lot of the people are now doing more flat packs and making their products that we can get them so that we don't pay too much shipping on them to move. Now we're getting more into the handicraft area, a lot of beautiful bags and tapestry work, jewellery. There's lots of earrings. Some of those, you would have to look at them because you might find there's not enough margin in the jewellery because you're not going to be able to sell them for enough to cover your margin unless you bundled them into a nice set. There's all sorts of, but I think a lot of this is a little bit Indian looking to me. But look, you've got beautiful shawls. They're actually very pretty in there. If you wanted to do scarves and shawls.
I think another thing with the bags is that you could probably give them your own designs and have them use the materials. I think the materials are pretty interesting.
That's
they have
right.
jute.
Yeah.
They also do a lot of combination. I think the combination
Yeah,
materials is really beautiful.
some really.
There was this shopping.
Yep, and I want to show everyone, we've been so spoiled. This is our personal backpacks. We all have one of these backpacks filled with goodies. So Megla's done a great job. So everyone here knows these 40 people walking around. My God, what have you got in that bag, Megla?
My computer. My computer. Sorry, Kevin.
Kevin's doing his back in carrying Megla's backpack. So, oh no, we've got, looks like some journals here, different journals and jewellery. So that's something that is quite different as well. They're beautiful. Beautiful covers on them and different designs, things that you just wouldn't see anywhere else. We've got some clothing here if you wanted to do more scarves and things like that, more bags. There's just...
Eco-friendly products are a big trend.
There's a lot of eco-friendly, yeah. And look, we're only in, like, we've probably done a hundredth of the area, if that, because it's just, this is the main area and there's, I think, 10 halls off the main section, and then we go across the road and there's another 8 or 10 halls, I think, of different products. So we'll head over there and have a look at those shortly. Lots of jewellery again, some really nice different pieces. These are quite nice. Now that would be a great set to sell as a set because you have the value in that. It's not just a pair of earrings, it's a complete matching set. Some really beautiful jewellery. That's really, really nice. Very, yeah, different. Ooh. We've got lots more bags. You find each sort of wing has very similar things. So we've gone out of the home decor, and when we get over to the other pavilions, there's things like doormats, there's doorknobs, and lots of furniture here. But funnily enough, a lot of it you can flat pack. They're making it so it's still sellable if you wanted to go in something a bit different. More bracelets.
Robin says, good job, Margaret Jolly. Now, I really wish I could have been there.
You're coming in April, Robin. Get on that list of Meglas now. Don't hesitate. You've got to do it. What we've had the value out, I think the people on this tour, it's paid for itself just coming here and the experience. And look, we've got Tim Jordan, we've got Chris, we've got Gary. There's just so many people to help. So what we've been doing is splitting up, and some of the people go, oh, Kevin's going, and me. We've been splitting up, so people say, can I have you for the next half an hour? So we've been going with them and verifying at different stalls. So when I get off this, I've got to go, and I've got a few more appointments booked with people to try and sort of, they're down to the last day, so we've got to just verify and validate what they've been looking at a little bit more before we leave here. Because when we leave here at 2 o'clock, we're off to a couple of factories for the afternoon, and then we are going Bollywood tonight, and we've got a few of the guys have bought their little Indian outfits to wear out tonight, namely Michael and I believe Tim, I think.
Yes.
And I think I don't know, I think a couple of the others are hiding. I think they've bought them too. So we've got a big night tonight and probably a bad morning tomorrow because we've got to be up at 6:30 to go to Agra.
Whoa.
But when you do come here, you need to rest for a week before you come. You need to take a week's leave and get ready for this trip because Megla has crammed so much in. We are just busy. We haven't stopped. It's been fabulous. We don't waste a minute. We're always doing something we come back from the show and we have been speaking about what's happened. There's always something helping you. Or you can go and chat with someone in the lounge if you want to go through some photos. We're always available to help, and it's just been really fantastic for everyone. But we've learned a lot too because you learn, about the other people, and it's just been such great friendships. I think at the end of all this, there's going to be so many people who just have such a network to work with. It's no more selling on your own. You've got 40 friends for life.
Permanent mastermind, right?
A permanent mastermind, Kevin's saying. There you go, Kev. You want to say anything?
Oh, g'day, Geelong people. India sourcing people. You can see I've got all these things. I'm like a real Megla's computer. So taking along, giving people. They think we're what are we doing? And I'm saying we're just looking for a couple of products for our And the last one was those little.
Come closer to
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
she's got the microphone.
Microphone.
there.
You can't hear me.
Oh, sorry, those little books. That was good.
Oh, you got those?
Yeah.
Okay. Robin, we've got a card for some more
Yeah.
journals for you.
The journal. But fantastic.
Robin says she's saving.
She's saving.
But there's a super early bird discount that you can take advantage of until October 20th.
Yeah.
Installments actually, so
Yeah.
pretty easy. And Janelle says, love the walkthrough, so many ideas already. Elizabeth Grist says, looks brilliant.
Yeah, look, it is.
Fantastic.
It's much better than I expected. I mean, I just think it's so much easier to walk around here and you're not being pressured, like where they chase you along in Canton and get you in and then you just get stall after stall. There is more variety. A lot of the things are all handmade, so they're all slightly different, so you're not just looking at same as you go along, but we're blown away with the quality that's here. It's just
fantastic.
The absolute, quality of all the goods here is just fantastic, and just the whole trip has just been the best food. We're in one of the best hotels. The buses coordination, we just haven't wanted for anything, and we've just had a blast. It's just the best thing. It's probably the best trip I've ever done, best business trip, nicest people, and we actually were very privileged.
What about the traffic jams, Mark?
Oh, the traffic jams aren't too. Well,
It isn't a jam, is it?
we're too busy talking about products to even know there's traffic, so that doesn't worry me. But we, I suppose, well, we've been in a tuk-tuk once, or a little, what do they call them? An auto, like a little tuk-tuk, and 6 of us took those and we went for a tour. I can't believe I did it for 2 hours in the traffic, but I wasn't freaking out and screaming. I'd be worse in the traffic in Geelong. Because we've been here a week and we haven't seen one accident. I cannot believe it.
Because you had Sean with you.
It's just been really, really an experience. But Delhi is so beautiful. It's green and it's lovely. It's not sort of where we are. It is just so pretty a city. Nothing like I pictured. Moorabadad was a little bit different. It's more industrial and a totally different area. But it was such an experience down there, just seeing the contrast. So I think if you come, it's great. Some of the people are now going on and booking to go to manufacturers and getting buses to Jaipur and all sorts of things after this. So you're going to have so much more opportunity. Once you're here, I think you get confidence, and it's not a place that you can't go off and do something. You can get a driver and head off for a day somewhere else if you want to go to a factory. So there's, and we've met some great contacts through Megla. We've got people who would take us on a trip as a guide. So we've got all that in place. So it's not you have to come and find somebody. They're all here because we've met so many people that Megla has contacts with. So yeah, I can't believe how many people are staying on and doing things as well. So I think there'll be lots and lots of products found out of this. Actually, we've got some.
Handmade is up my alley.
And you look here, the furniture's, there's a lot of furnishing, and some of it is just stunning. The wood here that we've got on that cupboard door, I just think it's so different. And I mean, some of this is probably not practical for Amazon, but a lot of them, if you search around, you can go to the factories that actually do the ones that are flat packable, and there are quite a few that we found. There's 3 levels of this. We haven't even had time to go through half of this. So there's levels above all this. We might just go back out to the front and show you how long this hall is, and then you cross the road and there's another 8 or something halls, all with lots of different, a lot of furnishings. I'm surprised how much furnishing there is here, but a lot of it is smaller little pieces as well. There's cushions, lots of cushions, cushions, placemats, table runners, if you're interested in those. There's beautiful lamps. I mean, the thing is, we love it all, and it's just we love it, but we can't have it. So, I could, if I had a retail shop, my retail shop would be just absolutely full of all these beautiful products. More lights. We might just go down the inside. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just go straight down through here. And there's some glass products as well here.
Marianne Saka says, thanks for the live video. That looks great.
Oh, look at these. These are beautiful. The colour is just spectacular.
These are paper.
Yeah, that is just lovely. Look at those. And we've got a lot of glassware and we'll just go down around.
Indian glass, not China glass.
Yeah. When we were in China, a fellow said to us, "This is China glass," so I don't know whether this is India glass or. It's amazing that they make a different quality, but I think I haven't picked these up.
Is there a difference?
Yeah, the others, China is very cheap. It was like milky. No, this is quite good quality and it's got a bit of weight in it. These aren't really just really light. They're really, really nice. So there's the vases and that are just beautiful. Yeah, that's quite heavy. It's got a lot of weight in it, so they're really nice quality. So Janelle, have you seen all these things for your shop? And there's more, a lot of the wire, candle holders and little tea light candles. And the baskets, there's some beautiful baskets around. And wall type hanging baskets, decorative baskets.
These are metal wire. Yeah.
Oh, that's wire. That is actually metal. That is just stunning. So yeah, so there's some. I think, guys, the only thing to do is get on that plane and come to the next trip because there's so much we can't show you. Yeah, and I think this one's really nice. This is a lot of like forged metals and stuff. So I can see these in a lot of the American sort of log cabins and that on a door. They're just some beautiful, stunning pieces here. Or you've got another niche you could probably look at, which we haven't, and I've just seen these, would be fire tools. I mean, that would be quite something that quite easily would pack, and that would make a great, when you know how many people are in the snow and would have an open fire. So I've just found a new niche I hadn't thought of. So as you walk around, there's just so many things that you can see and find opportunities as you go. But yeah, they're really nice. Oh wow.
It's all blacksmiths.
Yeah, it's all, that looks like it's all hand forged. And we actually, when we were at our manufacturers, like they told us everything is handmade, and we were just blown away because they don't have any machinery at all in the factory. So it is much, it's, oh, that's nice, are you right? No. So everything is hand polished, and every piece of our silver is all done one piece at a time by hand. We watched him, and it takes him about 3 or 4 minutes to polish each single piece we have. So if you order a cutlery set, he's there for a long time, and if you order 1,000 of them, I'd hate to be the poor man when he gets my order. And the finish of those compared to a machine finish, you can't even compare. So we learned that everything is truly handmade. There's nothing that's like you're told it's handmade and it's thrown off a machine in some way. Oh gee, that's quite nice too. We've got some placemats here. It looks like more into the home decor stalls. If you're looking for Christmas, there's a lot of Christmas things here, whether you're looking for hanging things for Christmas trees, placemats. There's so much of that here. If you wanted to get into next year, you'd need to be here in April to get in for next Christmas, and there's a myriad of things. Christmas decorations are beautiful if you wanted to do a seasonal product. So much to choose from.
I think I need to restyle my house now. How gorgeous are those products? Richard Chua says, thanks for sharing, Kevin and Mike.
Oh, nobody's working today. It's a work day. What are all these people doing watching Facebook? What have we got? We've got some different handbags again. More handbags. We might head. We've got some clothing. There's a limited amount of clothing, not a lot of clothing here. A lot of the bags, and a lot of them I think you could personalise. Everyone here we talk to and say, could you change that? Can you do this? Nothing is a problem. It's because it's not a mould and it's not a set thing. You can basically get anything changed to suit your instructions. There's handbags, and the scarves here are just beautiful. Sarongs and scarves and dresses. So there's a lot of things, and these to me are quite sellable in America. They're not, they don't have the real Indian influence. So what we can see on that back wall, you would find in any store in Australia or in America. So, and the quality is there. So I think that there's a lot of. If you wanted to do those, they're just a really, really lovely lot of choices there. You'd be spoiled for choice to find something to choose a few patterns. We'll go this way, that looks a bit...
This looks like the fashion accessories pavilion mostly.
Yeah, we've must have moved into fashion accessories here. We'll just keep walking up a bit and we'll go up to the end. Oh, there's someone getting an arm put in. Here's some more bags, and these are actually some leather work here and suede. So there's a lot of these, and these would all be handmade as well. And there's quite a lot of different choices in those. A lot more jewellery down that aisle. So if you're looking for jewellery, there's so many choices here, and beautiful neckline pieces here. There's got a lot of shoes here, but we would never do shoes on Amazon, would we? Because we don't want to have returns after somebody's been out for dinner in them the night before. Got some nice... Yeah, look at the chunky. That jewellery is beautiful, and that would sell really well in a lot of something standard like that. That's a really classic sort of piece that you could do if you're going to do jewellery that's not too... Thank you. Yeah, they're lovely, beautiful. You're going to get a photo? Okay, Kev's going to take a photo. Some more bags. A lot of these I think you would need to actually talk to them and get them to make them more of your design. They have nice bags, but some of those just wouldn't be suitable. These are the products that we say are not Amazonable. That's a good new word we've invented, because they're just too much of the Indian influence in them, and they're just not going to sell on Amazon. So you've just got to be careful when you walk around. You've got to think of your audience the whole time. What else have we got there? More scarves. Oh, we've got some iron up here.
A lot of these products are cotton.
Yeah, a lot of, yeah. So we've got, this is more like there's wind chimes and all different things in there, sort of for home decor, but a different look. Here's a beautiful looking, this is called the Indian Natural Goods, and it looks absolutely stunning. There's some beautiful handbags I can see here. And they look like they do top quality, but they even do just the carry bags, obviously for brand names. I see Timberland here on some bags, so obviously this is a very good Banana Republic. So I'd say these are very good quality sort of manufacturers that are doing the known labels, because there's some pretty big labels on bags in here. Yeah, no, they're just stunning. Some really nice different bags. And they've got more bags. We've got some lamps and lights and telescopes in there, more jewellery, more bags.
There are 16 halls this time. In fact, the organizers were telling me they've added a hall this time, so hall 16 is actually new. It's quite big, so the show is expanding. It's bigger than it was the last time.
And yesterday we were very privileged. We actually were invited into the, I suppose, a main big, it was a bit like sitting in Parliament House. There was this table that sat about 80 people around it, and we all had microphones, and we were presenting to a lot of the suppliers who are here at the fair wanting to know about Amazon. So, Megla spoke, and Tim had a speak, and then we all actually stood up for probably a half an hour, and they just asked us questions about how to sell on Amazon, what they need to do in their business to make them sort of help us more. So we've said to them, really all they need to do is give us a quality product and learn how to pack the goods for Amazon, which is pretty simple. We've told them how to do that, but when we left, we were filmed the whole time. We've been presented with, and you'll see it on some of the photos, we've got bunches of roses and little plaques to take home. It was just amazing. We were treated like royalty in there, and it was fantastic. Just Megla, once again, Megla's organised that. No, but no other trip has got to do that. We're the only trip that gets to do all these wonderful things.
Queen Megla.
So when you're on Megla's trip, you're on the best trip, because you wouldn't get any of these VIP things that we're actually doing. So I think, guys, I'm speechless. There's so much, and it's unusual for me to not be able to think of what to say. But everything we've done. There's the hotel, the food, the dinners. We've had a few nights with quite a few drinks. A few people not well the next morning. But yeah, it's just been so much value. The value out of the trip it's without even sourcing anything, just to come on as a holiday. You'd never get a holiday like this with the value that we've had for the money. It's just phenomenal. I mean, every restaurant we've eaten in has just been beautiful. It's just, everything's first class.
Janelle asks, are prices shown on the items, or do you have to go in and ask and negotiate?
No, we usually have to ask, but they're not really hard. They'll give you a price usually, and the thing is here, the MOQ, I mean, I've gone into some stores with the girls and they say, oh, you can have 50 of that, and I'm blown away because I'm standing there thinking they're going to want 200. One of the biggest things they do here is you can have to spend, in some of the stores, they want you to spend, say, $5,000 on a shipment. So you can basically take anything that's in there and make up $5,000 spend. So that is a really good thing, because you can get yourself 5 products on Amazon and have a variety, and if you carefully choose, you can have a niche that you can make up of similar looking materials, or so you can set yourself up for a brand that you can sell very easily, because you don't have to buy 1,000 of everything, which most of the people I think are doing now, and finding that they can get 4 or 5 products for spending that $5,000. So if 1 or 2 don't work, they haven't lost everything. They've had a go, and they've got maybe 1 or 2 really good products out of the 5. The other 2 might be okay and just lag a little bit behind, but because they're going to one supplier and choosing all those things, it doesn't matter, because they can ship more of one and less of the other, so they can still keep the other product going. If it's just a little bit slower, it's still a sale's a sale. So if I can sell another 3 products a day, I don't care what I'm selling, as long as it's another sale that's more profit. Every one product I can sell a day, if I'm making $10 at the end of the year, that's another $4,000 odd Australian in my bank. So it's a way of looking at it, and you just couldn't do that in China and get also the quality. So most of them here, I just find I wouldn't even be doing quality control on a lot of them, because the quality you can just see when you look at it. It's just there. They're beautiful. There's no badly produced goods, and the quality, you pick them up and they're heavy. They're not like really cheap and chatty things. I mean, you get a couple of stores I've seen a bit of poor quality, but very, very few. I think I've seen one on the first day that it was a little bit iffy, but the rest of them have been brilliant. So, well,
Everything's negotiable, right?
yeah, well, it is here, and I think they're more keen to get to the business. And of course here as well, you don't forget that we don't have the duties to pay. I mean, if we're going out of China, you're paying, if it's $10, it's really $13.50. Out of here, it might be, I think the taxes around most of them, it's about 2%. We've just had, Mr. Trump just did do a little tax on us here in India, and we've got now 2% tax on our products. But I prefer to pay 2 than 34%. So it still makes it a lot more viable to deal here. So, yeah, and here's some of these really nice candle, these are quite nice. I haven't looked on Amazon yet, I haven't done any research, but all these things are really pretty.
Is this paper?
No, they're metal.
Oh, they're metal?
They're all metal, yeah. No, they're metal. And there's also some that have the tea light candles that go in them. I don't think those ones do, but I've seen them. Oh, they're lovely, aren't they? Look at those.
Hello?
He doesn't like card cap.
Kevin's just reading cards.
Kevin's giving out cards.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more. Yes, there are a lot of Christmassy things, all the Christmas trees down there. Some really different things, different colours. Here's some more cushions. There's a lot of cushions and table runners in different. It's not like one row of the same thing either. You sort of see different things as you walk around, or mixed in together. So we've now walked the length of the main hall from one end to the other, and then it's probably as long as we've walked wide. So, and these are all permanent. So this basically is like this all year round. So you can make an appointment with any of these people to come here and see them.
This one.
Not this one? Oh, they're outside. That one out on the side here. So now we'll go. Do we going to go over the road, or do you want to leave it here? Yeah. Yeah, so we could go and show you the other half, which is probably a lot bigger than this, but we've just given you a little teaser now, guys. So watch for the rest of the videos, because I think everyone else is doing some. There'll be some from Tim, some from Chris, so there'll be lots of information being sort of forwarded out to everyone, and we'll see you back in Geelong in our next meeting, and you can hear all about it.
We're also running a super early bird until October 20th.
So Megla's got a big discount for you. I think it's $1,000 off for the trip, but you have to book by October 20th, which is Sunday. Is that Sunday? Very quickly. I can't believe I don't know what day it is anymore. So if you're really thinking of doing it, it's a great thing to be able to save that extra $1,000. But if you miss it, it's still worth the extra money, guys. It's just, it's a no-brainer. You've just got to do it.
Worth of product.
Yeah, if you book now, that's what Kevin just said, it's $1,000 worth of products. So you might as well pay now, and then you can get more when you get here. See you all back when we get home, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.